Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to, I think this is your fifth live hour of the day here at Highlight Crafts. It's wonderful to have your company. We've had a fabulous day so far. We've had a snow day today, so lots of you have been joining us. Just all staying inside, keeping warm, staying cosy, having a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever takes your fancy, and sat watching us and just enjoying a day inside, staying snug. How are we doing, Corinne?
We're doing really well.
Doing good.
I've been playing with all these paints this morning and having a lovely time.
Well, we've got a counter full of dreams here. It's
have.
complete creativity. It's full of colour. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And the prices honestly do not reflect the quality we've got for you today, because this is bonkers and the deals that we have for you are crazy. Thank you so much to Stephanie for taking you through the last hour. And if you did join Stephanie for that one, please make sure to get your baskets checked out. Sorry, it was very busy. So if you've got something in your basket that's fully allocated, make sure to get it done.
People sit and watch, don't they, what Stephanie's doing and forget to do that checkout. So yes,
Yeah.
so now while we're just talking is that opportunity.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Get it done, get it checked out. And also let us know you're there. Let us know you've joined us. Hello to Ria, and hello to each and every one of you that are hopping on and joining us for the show. It's great to have your company as always. In this show, we're going to take you through lots of different products, all featuring watercolours, paints, we've got pigments, we've got palettes, loads of tools really, don't we?
They are absolutely fantastic. Like you say, it's so much colour, isn't it? I am loving this.
It's brilliant. Well, if you've not joined us for any of our shows here before, it's really simple, it's fun, it's interactive, it's a great way in which you can craft and watch us live, but also shop at the same time. Joined by a wonderful team today, of course, we've got the wonderful Corinne. She's going to be demonstrating for us today. We've got Jane on cameras.
Hello.
Our lovely Jane, which you'll see many times, of course, our resin connoisseur, and our lovely Emily in the corner. There she is, producing and directing us, taking us through the next hour, clicking all the buttons, telling us what to do. That's what Emily's going to be doing for the hour, so thank you very much. Lots of you, Mark as well, Chris, got Ria, lots of you joining us, saying hello and letting us know that you're watching. If you haven't joined us before, the way that it works is really simple. It's really easy. We stream to you live Monday through till Saturday. We come to you in the morning, the afternoon, and the evenings as well. So wherever you are, there's always a show in which you can watch. If you've missed it, you can watch it back on YouTube or on social media as well. Now, if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram, you can watch and shop there. So if you head straight to the comments section, that's where you'll see everyone popping their hello comments, letting us know what they're up to for the day, what they're having for their lunch, maybe what they're doing this weekend as well. Let us know your weekend plans. Are you going to be joining us tomorrow morning? You're doing some crafting, got some plans going out? Let us know what you're up to. I'm quite nosy, so I ask everyone.
It's a really exciting day here, though, tomorrow.
It's a very exciting day. You've got an incredible lineup tomorrow, don't you? It's very fun. We'll talk more about that as we go through the show. But yes, in the comments section is where you do your shopping. So for every single item that we have out displayed on the counter, there'll be a code for it. Now, the codes for each product are different, but you always want to make sure you're typing the word shop first. So for example, your first item that we have displayed on your screen is shop assorted. So all you need to do is type the word shop, followed by the word assorted, and it will enter it into your basket and reserve it for you. Along with doing that, you'll also receive a direct message from us here at Highlight Crafts, and that will pop up in your inbox. Now, as soon as you've received that message, just click on it. There'll be a link in there, and click on the link. Now, as soon as you've clicked on that link, it'll redirect you to the Highlight Crafts website, and when you get there, you'll see your basket filled with all of the items that, of course, you've been shopping ahead for during that show. Now, at this point, you can, of course, check out your basket, but just before you do so, have a little browse of the website. You'll see all of the other products there, everything that we've released previously, and all of our latest and sometimes upcoming collections as well. So there's lots of teasers and previews and events that you can sign up for. Take advantage of the outlet as well. There's loads of clearance items in there for you, and it gets replenished daily. Also as well, just prior to checking out, please make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account. It's really important for yourselves at home that you do that, and purely for your benefit only, because you are going to receive free postage when you spend £35 and over, which is brilliant, and it's very easily done. But if your basket spend is just under that little bracket there, just add anything. It could be a couple of quid. Postage is about £2.95, I think it is for postage. £2.90, I think. £2.90 for postage. So if your value of it, thank you, Jane, if it's ever so slightly under that, add something in there just to tie you over. It could be less of the value. Yeah, we'll pay it for you. Also as well, you're going to get discounts on every single purchase and order that you place, and you are going to build up points. Those points build up in the background, turn into pounds. You spend them, quite frankly, on whatever you want. All that is part of the club. It's free to sign up, takes just a minute to do so, a few details, and you are a Highlight Crafts Club member. Watch us on the website. You can shop ahead on the website and join us there for free too. And if you're even fancying it, pop us on your telly box on YouTube, on your smart TV, and you can watch us full screen, see everything up Close and personal. Right, I think we should get started, shouldn't we? Because there is loads of stuff to go through here, and we're going to show it you in action as well. But at the top of the counter, I guess, is a great place to begin.
It is. Rice papers.
Rice papers.
What is our bundle? Right. This is... we're going to start with this one. I'll let you explain.
The A3.
There we go.
There we go. There we have it, the A3 rice papers. Now, a preferred purchase of mine is the A3, just because if I'm obsessed with a craft item, I always want it a bit bigger.
Right.
There's always that thing about it, oh, I could do it bigger, I could print it bigger, craft with it bigger. Well, this is the A3. We saw it featured in a show earlier today. We were printing this, but you actually get a 2-pack during this hour. So you're going to get in total 20 sheets of A3 paper, rice paper, and it's £14.99. It's shop 2 if you want to go for this one. You could cut it down in half if you wanted to create more A4s, but it means that you've got larger surface area. So laser and inkjet printers are both suitable with this one.
Perfect. And again, I think it's giving you that extra versatility because you go A3 or A4. Now, if you only have an A4 printer, then this deal is probably going to be your better deal.
Absolutely.
With the A4 sheets.
Well, it is actually, because in here you are already receiving 20 sheets of A4. So if you just wanted A4, I would go for 2 packs. I would go for this bundle because you're going to get 2 packs. Yep, so you're going to get 40 A4s. And that still works out cheaper for you than creating A4s out of the 2 packs of A3. Yeah. So actually, there is a purpose to both bundles for you. That one's shop double. It should be, of course, $25.98. It's down to $12.99.
Perfect.
Shop double for that one.
Yep.
Now this stuff is brilliant.
It's a new one for me since coming here.
Oh really? Okay, so this is from Royal and Langnickel, now a brand in which we've shared with you many products, and we've got more from them to share with you during the show. Now this here is your graphite paper, traditionally and most commonly used for transferring an image. So the way that this works, and I'll take just this grey one here out to show it you. Now in here you're going to receive 4 sheets of them in each one, and here is your much larger sheets for bigger projects.
It says 20 sheets in there.
Oh wow, there's loads in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I unfold this for you.
Oh, so they're bigger than it looks?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm unfold that.
Ah, they're folded. Yeah. So they're the same size as this but folded up.
Now if you smell that, it smells like a pencil.
It does, doesn't it?
It's all graphite, like the lead of a pencil.
No,
don't worry, you haven't.
Right.
Now if I was to put this on the back of my hand here and just make a little line like that, it might. I'll put it on here.
Oh.
See, it transfers the line?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wipe that up after. So what you do is, say for example, you'd got a beautiful printed stamp or a stamped image or anything like that, you want to transfer it to wood, to do pyrography on there or something, place it face down with your image over the top and just go over it with a pencil and it will completely transfer underneath it. It's how a lot of documentation is used for this, within like double print papers, that sort of thing. It's completely lined with the grey graphite on these ones. On this one here, it's a white transfer.
Perfect
so
if you've got a black card.
Absolutely, for that purpose. This entire bundle will bring you these 2 packs and the larger one for just £19.99 today. That's shop transfer for those. It should be £24.97.
So I'm going to get 28 sheets in total?
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
That's so good, isn't it?
Really, really good. That can reinvigorate all your digi-stamps, all those images that you've got.
Well, Stephanie always uses it to transfer a lot of imagery to card, then to do decorative painting on.
Yeah.
I use it a lot to transfer it to wood, because obviously wood you can't see through to trace.
Now, I have a printer that at home that really doesn't like anything over about 200 GSM. It's an absolute pain.
Yeah.
I've sold to me as a good printer, and I promise you it isn't.
Oh, right, okay.
So if I wanted to paint onto 250, I personally couldn't put it through my printer, so I could do it with this way.
Absolutely, you could do it. You could instead get your design, put it over the top, and reveal your image by tracing it through.
Brilliant.
There's loads of techniques.
Yeah, love that, love that.
Fabulous stuff. Okay, now we're going to move on to one of our big bundles for you. Okay. Now, here we have a complete selection and assortment for you. Everything that you see from the bottom to the top here is within this bundle. The price of it is ridiculous. It's shop assorted and it's just £24.99. It should be over £40. It should be £41.95. This is an absolute dream to get hold of.
It is. Now, I'm going to be using these in a few minutes. These are beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous?
The metallic watercolour paints. And they are absolutely beautiful. Pinching mine.
Pinching yours. Look how much bigger they are, though, than what they actually seem like.
You look like I thought they were going to be small ones.
Yeah,
and then
small circles.
The pack, and they were lovely tablets of paint.
They're huge.
So, and they are just packed full of the pigment and the mica. beautiful, but it's not scratchy.
No, it
just
isn't.
Paints so smooth. Obviously, if you're going to do watercolour, you need watercolour paper.
Yes.
So this is perfect.
And
then you've got 2 of your paint palettes, your watercolour paint palettes. Now, you know, this one is perfect. Now, remember, you only need your basic colours. Because with watercolour, you know, if I've got a red and I've got a white, I've got every shade of pink. If I've got a red and I've got a yellow, I've got every shade of orange. You know, we know how the colour wheel works. So, you know, this one, if you are on the go, it's just going to work.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Perfectly. Maybe, you know, if you've got a bit more space, you could be taking these ones here. We're just going to show you, I'm going to show you how easy they are. And also, you've got the tubes of paint. Now, that seems to, that paint's a lot thicker.
It's like a cake, isn't it? It's a cakey paint, that one. And it is, honestly, it's beautiful. Blending that through a stencil, it's just a dream. It's a dream, and it washes off everything so well because it's watercolour. You can get watercolour in a dehydrated form where it's in a palette like this. You can get it, of course, in a cake form. You can get it in a few varieties. This way is a personal preference of mine. I love that one. It's from Reeves as well. Expect, and of course, you're going to receive quality. But you're not only getting that, you're getting all 18 colours, your watercolour pan tray there, 2 layers as well with a brush. You also get here, again, as Karen said, an on-the-go set, your Mozart metallic watercolours, and then a 25-page pad of your watercolour card. This is, and of course, items in here from Reeves, Royal and Landcolour, Mozart as well, so you get in a complete variety of quality items in here. £24.99 before your club discount. That's an exceptional deal. One of the best deals I've ever seen us do on a watercolour bundle.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Isn't it great?
I know. I love this.
I mean, think of it as a gift. Maybe you're buying it just for a few items. Other ones are going to be gifts. I mean, I've got a whole stack of watercolour pans. Some of them I've had for over 15 years. And there's only some of them that have 1 or 2 colours left because some of them are my favourites. But you cherish them and keep them. There's something quite special about a watercolour palette. But the cakes, definitely give those a go. They're great for screen printing with as well. Enjoy them with those. Yeah, pop them across the top of the screen, drag them through. They're great for that.
Brilliant.
$24.99 shop assorted for that one.
Yeah.
There you have it. We also have on here, we'll show you this bundle of these 2 together, and then we can look at these pads. Now, we have for you the metallics here, don't we? And they also come with a 30 sheet pad that we've got here for you of watercolour card. This is exceptional quality now. I love this pad.
I'm going to be using that doing all my demos
great.
on that.
It's 300 GSM, by the way, so it's a really heavy weight, so it doesn't pill, it doesn't disintegrate very easily at all.
I've been using it, there was no pilling at all.
No, sometimes they can almost feel like they're sort of falling apart and disintegrating in your palm of your hand with a high amount of saturation. With those, they will withstand a lot of use with water and, of course, a lot of different techniques. Pad of colours, you're going to get 6 metallics plus 30 sheets of watercolour card there, $14.99 for that one. Brilliant deal considering that should be, is that 30? $39.98. I thought it was £30.98 then for a second. $39.98. That's a deal and a half, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Now our producer has just let us know that we have been very busy for a few of these items up here, and we're going to share with you them individually. Starting with our tracing paper.
Because that's the one that's the busiest.
There's not many left at all of this. This is brilliant, and for that exact reason, if you want to transfer an image, so you could use this with your graphite paper as well.
Yeah.
It's $3.49.
I know. Yeah. So maybe you're going to put the tracing paper over an image to put it onto there, and then you're going to put it over the graphite, and then transfer it onto whatever you want to transfer it onto.
You get 16 sheets in there. 40% of this has already gone. Shop tracing, £3.49. Now, with the watercolour pad here, if you are on the go and you're taking one of your small palettes with you and you're going to do some sketching while you're away on holiday and some colouring, wouldn't this be a great idea?
It is. Now, I actually cut my cardstock down into that sort of size very often because sometimes a sheet of A4 can be a little bit overwhelming.
It can.
It's a lot of space to fill.
It's a lot of white space.
Yeah. So maybe while you do this, because we're going to talk about watercolour painting, and I think watercolour painting is a brilliant way to start painting.
Yes.
It's very forgiving. So maybe you want the smaller pads, and at £3.49.
£3.49.
I know.
I know you can't even get coffee for that. $3.49 at Shop Artist for this one. It is a brilliant quality cardstock that we're working with inside here. Now we also have some sketching or drawing paper inside here as well. 40 sheets in there. So this is the perfect pad selection if you want to go away. Take it away with you. have a weekend. Maybe you don't want to take your whole craft room downstairs with you, but you just want to take a couple of bits and bobs, sit and draw what's going on outside. Saw somebody do a drawing a day, and it was basically a drawing of their back garden every day, a quick sketch.
Oh, fantastic.
And through the years, almost like a flip book of it developing and it transitioning through the seasons. Something like that, because you could keep them all bound in there, and then you could use it as a flip book. Shop drawing $3.49.
And all three are going to come in at £10.
Yeah, exactly.
$47 or something before you discount.
Brilliant. Now, we had these added to the show, didn't we?
This was our ad, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Our lovely Jane just managed to pop these on for us, so thank you very much, Jane. You're receiving here 2 load and folds.
Is there 2 in there or is there 3 in that box?
Oh, sorry? Yeah, 2.
2.
2 of those. Look at the price.
Wow.
Oh my word. Okay, so hot off the press information. These have been reduced down to $13.99 for 2 load and folds.
Do you know what? I worked for Stephanie, started working for Stephanie nearly 10 years ago.
Right.
And I still have my original load and folds at home.
They're brilliant. You don't need anything extra.
No,
it does the job.
It works, so why would you change it?
It's one of the most simplistic systems, but it is designed to do exactly what it performs its best at. Now, the hinge here is so tightly put together, there's no wiggle room. So traditionally with some of them, you get a slight wiggle from side to side.
So once you've done the first impression, you can't guarantee your second impression is going to be as good.
Absolutely. The way that it works, you put your stamp in here in your cardstock and you pick up your stamp first, you pick it up, and then of course you load it with your ink. That's it, it's a transfer over.
I just use a low-tack tape to hold my cardstock in place.
Absolutely. It's honestly the best system, so easy to work with. These you're going to see featured and demoed during the show, so I'm going to leave Corinne to be able to share more of that with you, but you're actually getting inside here both sizes. You've got your 8x8, I believe it is here, 8-inch, and your 6x8-inch as well. Perfect. So 2 different sizes. I was using this one in the show this morning. They're fabulous, but the fact that they should be $32.99 is crazy considering they're $13.99 before your club discount today. Right, okie dokie, so let's have a look at this bundle of items. Oh my word, look at all this that we've got here. This is a right treat, this show, isn't it?
It certainly is. We've got different metallics. So here we have another set of metallic paints. They're, you've got more all round. And I've been using these and they're very, very creamy.
Yes.
They're much more creamy than, so these are going to give you that more transparent look.
Absolutely.
And these are going to give you a much more creamy
they're like
effect.
dense, aren't
they? Are very dense.
Yeah.
They're absolutely beautiful. So what am I getting? I've just been using stuff. I didn't even know the bundles. So I'm getting both those paint palettes. All the pens. I've been using these. These are fantastic. The palette, which
and
is
your
really
brushes.
And the brushes.
All of it. All of that in there you are going to receive in this bundle. Now, it's shop mixed. It's a mixed bundle for you of all of these watercolour items. You're getting exactly what you see here. It's only $17.99. It should be $49.95.
Brilliant.
How good is that?
Wow.
$17.99. $17.99.
Yeah.
Thanks, team. Thank you very much.
I would reckon that's about a 60% discount, probably.
So here you have actually a full set. It's a 20-pack of your watercolour brush pens, and you do get 2 water brush pens with it as well, don't you? You can either load those with ink or just with water. You said you're going to be playing with those.
I am.
Which is fabulous. You're going to see those in action. $17.99 for all of that. For all of that.
I know.
These are tools.
With the paints that I tend to often use them straight from the tin or use the lid. This would be brilliant for the tube paints.
Yes, it would. It would mix really nicely. Yeah. I might transition to using one of these rather than my big old paint palette I've got. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I've got a paint palette and it's like a
work of art.
Yeah, it's like a sea monster.
Yeah, but the thing is, with watercolour, as long as you go and get it washed, it'll
comes
all
off.
wash off.
Yeah,
that is the brilliant
It'll
thing.
still look brand new, won't it? Right, okay, we do still have some more bits and bobs just to quickly share with you, and we will recap this as well during the show for you. Right, we have got a double pad here of your black watercolour card. Now, black watercolour card, hard to come by.
Yes, but in watercolour with the metallic mica inks. That is going to look brilliant. You're going to want your white transfer paper, maybe.
Yes.
Or a white pigment ink pad.
Yes.
And then and then think about your pigment inks. Or your pigment inks down there, but I'm looking at those ones.
Gorgeous. You're going to get inside here 15 sheets on each pad. You're getting 2 pads. Sheets. 230 GSM as well on there. 30 sheets in total for $9.99. I'd buy that just as black card, even if you're not going to watercolour.
Yeah.
I'd
Jane's
love that.
crying at some of the deals.
I can't believe... 99¢. Does everyone know you did that, Jane?
Weren't they?
Weren't you? Oh, wasn't Jane this one, I'm afraid. A lot of the deals you have Jane
not that she's admitting to anyway.
It's not me.
I didn't do it.
There we go. So you've got a fabulous offer there for you. Shop pads for that one, everybody. Get it, like I said, even if you're not watercolouring today, but you've joined us and you are a paper crafter, buy it for the black card. I've used this so many times in card making. It just works differently to many others, and embossing it with your embossing stencils looks fabulous.
Just to show how good that previous bundle was, the paint was on their own at £10 and the bundle is 18.
Wow. Okay, so I need to share that with you.
These paintbrushes.
These ones.
Oh, these ones.
Did you say which ones? Oh, the brushes. Oh, sorry, this one here. I thought you said the brush pens.
No, paintbrushes.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just the paintbrushes should be £9.99. There you are. If you just want the paintbrushes, £9.99. You can buy them. They're on the show. But why would you, for an extra £8 palette, 24 pens, and 2 paint palettes?
That's incredible. As if you're getting all of that for £8.
I know.
That's bonkers.
It is.
This is a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Lastly, but no means least, we have for you here a set of watercolour pencils. Now inside here, I'm going to quickly open this up. Oh, you can see all your colours there. Full colour selection. In here you're going to receive 24. There is only 3 of these remaining left in stock though, so please make sure to get them checked out if you're shopping for these ones. Shop pencils, £8.99. I love a watercolour pencil. They're brilliant if you want to sketch your design and then hydrate that surface and allow the colour to gently breeze into whatever elements you want to colour.
They're really, really good if you're painting on the go.
Yes.
They're clean. They're clean. They're not going to need a lot of, you know, of cleaning up afterwards. Yeah, I think for transporting, but you're also going to get a different effect. You can watercolour with them and then you can add in the extra detail. They're really, really good for going back over your watercolour and adding in that depth. I'm going to scoot around you and get ready.
You come on
need
through.
To tell them about the code.
I do, absolutely. We've got something to share with everybody, and I'll say some hellos to each and every one of you joining us for the show, and it's wonderful to have you as always. We have a giveaway code. You need to get it typed into the comments. You need to also stay with us, though, until the end of the show, because that is when we will be revealing the winner. We don't choose it, the machine will. It will select one lucky winner at random, so you need to make sure you're inputting the word Frosty. That's your giveaway code. The word Frosty needs to be typed into the comments to be entered. You've got to be in it to win it, I'm afraid. And we're going to give away some points. Now those points will then be accredited to your account, whoever the winner is, and you can spend them on anything you like. So, got all of that to look forward to as well. But please stay with us. Comment section as well. Lots of you joining us. Leslie, good afternoon to yourself. Good afternoon to Veronica, Mark as well. Good afternoon, Lizzie. We've got Mark, Andrea. We've got Janice, Sandra. We've got loads of you joining us, which is wonderful to see you. Les says, finally back. Well, it's wonderful to have you back. I hope you're all keeping warm, staying indoors, staying safe, not venturing out in the snow. Maybe you don't even have snow, but you might be sick of hearing about the snow now. So, let's carry on.
Right, okay. Should we have a look at what we've
Over
got?
to you, Corinne.
Thank you. I'll let you rest your voice for a minute. Right, I'm going to be doing what I'm preparing today on my watercolour paper pad. I'm using the Mozart one, the cold press one, the 300 GSM. I'm absolutely loving it. It's full A4 size. Now, when you get a sheet of watercolour card, it has 2 different sides. So can you see this side is slightly textured? Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, you can see it there.
Absolutely brilliant. And then this side is a lot smoother. Now, this is what we call the tooth. And this is what you're going to be painting onto, and it's what's going to sort of grab and hold your paint. Now, this is a cold press watercolour paper. And we use a cold press on purpose because whether you're just starting out on your watercolour journey or whether you're more advanced, it's much more forgiving. So a cold press watercolour paper or card will stay wet that little bit longer. It'll take the water better, it'll stay wet for a bit longer. That means you're going to be able to blend for a bit longer. So, you know, it's going to give you the easiest, the best results for what you can do. So I have got some here and I have stamped out a few inches. I'm going to do some stamping in a minute, but we'll just have a look at play. Right, I've stamped with a waterproof ink pad. both of those are with waterproof ink pad. Now this one I've stamped with, can you see it on there? Let me tip it forward. There you go. You can just about see it.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Now
my stamp wasn't the cleanest of stamps. Hopefully if you did it with a nice clean stamp, that would be almost transparent. So I've stamped it with a clear pigment ink pad, and then I put a clear embossing powder over the top. So I've done that a couple of times, so I've got different looks. And then on this one, I have stamped with a black ink pad with embossing powder over the top. I think of this, my analogy with this is, you know when you go bowling, 10-pin bowling, and they put the bumper bars up at the sides so the balls don't go down the sides. That's what I think when I do heat emboss when I'm doing this. This is going to help you to keep the paint inside those lines. It's not going to stop it from going over. If you flood it, it will go over. But it's going to give you that extra little bit of safety, for want of a better word. So yeah, that's how I like to think of it. So which one should we... Is there one set that's doing really, really well that we could...
The assorted bundle is doing quite well. So the first bundle.
The first bundle. All right, so that's got this one in.
Well, it's got the cake.
It's got that one in.
The tubes and all of
and
those.
And it's got the red one in. Right, so we're going to let's have a play with those ones. So these, we'll use a combination of these. Right, when I now I don't think I've got the right paintbrushes that are on the show, and I apologise for that.
Oh no, don't worry about that.
I've just got a set of paintbrushes, but I would recommend, you know, the ones on the show. So the two things I like when I am watercolouring is plenty of glue roll, kitchen roll, paper towel, whatever you call it, because I'm going to get wet. And I've got a pot of water. It's clean at the moment, but I don't think it's going to stay clean for long. But I've also got a spray bottle. So I tend to, if I'm doing it, I will spray my palette. Do you do that way? Do you spray onto your palettes, David? Or
I always spray onto it. Yeah, it hydrates them all. Yeah, absolutely. I'm laughing because I just realised my trousers have been tucked into my socks all morning and no one's told me. Sorry.
Oh, it is as well. You could proper tuck them in. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in with this one because I love it. So these will all hydrate, and the great thing is when you spray them like this, you don't waste any because when they dry back, it just dries back in. So I'm going to show you this. So this is, like I say, this is heat embossed, and we'll have a go with some heat embossing. So all I want to do here, these take quite a lot of water. So you can go
I like that spritz bottle.
I know.
I might get
I bought it especially for my new job.
Ooh.
I wanted a new one for my new job.
Did they have any more? I might get one of those.
Yes, they have them in different colours as well.
Ooh.
I'll show you later where.
Oh, show me later.
Right, so I've got my paintbrush, and I've got a wet paintbrush. I'm going on to dry card, and then all I'm going to do is, right, my paintbrush is quite wet at the moment, so then I'm just going to drag it down on here. So heat emboss acts as a resist, so I can paint straight over those lines, you know, the detail, and just drag it out, and know that as I drag it, can you see when I put it on?
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It disappears, but then as I drag it down, just make it go a bit thinner, you know.
I like that colour.
I know, isn't it gorgeous?
It's amazing.
It just looks beautiful. You can see the stamping come through. So let's go with another colour. Let's go, I'm going to skip that one, go on to this one. So all I'm doing then is just work that water into the palette, into the paint.
I tend to find with those ones, especially metallic, I was spraying them quite a few times as I was using it to keep it hydrated.
Yeah.
The gum arabic that's in there, it's really dense.
It is.
And it packs so much mica into it, but you can see it just come to life there on that card. That's amazing.
So I can just come round onto here. Yep, you can see, look at it sparkling. So I've laid it down. Like I said, I can just, if it's going close to the edge, I'll just brush it in. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get my brush, and then I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the silver, and I'm going to blend those two. And you almost lose the transition of where it goes. You know, 1 minute it's silver and the next minute it's back to gold. And I love that. And that's what you can do with your watercolours. So I'm going to go in, let's go with, I haven't tried this one.
Oh, that looks good.
It does, doesn't it?
That's going to be nice.
And then I can put it down here and then just... This could be any stamped image that you've got. You could be free painting, but I tend to do a lot of my watercolour onto stamped images. It's just how I like, you know, I can't draw. I enjoy being creative, but I'm not a drawer.
Well, this is it. Whether, you know, if you enjoy it. Like, there's certain things in craft that I'm not all that good at, but I just enjoy doing them. But with this, it enables you to still enjoy working with the paints whilst having the image done for you.
Exactly. So I can pop that like that. Right. Look at that. How quick was that? I've not rushed because I've been talking, but doesn't that look effective? I could then pick out another colour and do the circles, but I just wanted to show you.
I really like that.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Especially when we grade those colours all the way down.
That's beautiful. It's really nice. I wouldn't have thought to use all 3 colours in one project, and it actually works so well. It almost makes the leaf look like an aperture, and it looks like the centre of it is a tree.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful,
strange.
isn't it?
It's really good. I like that.
So that is using just one of the paint palettes from our bundle, but also it's using some of the, oh no, I've used the cardstock from I've actually used the cardstock that was a bundle, the metallic paints and that. So if you wanted that, was that $14.99, that one? Yeah. So if you want that little bundle, so you can do that. So what else could we show you? I can have another go. I will do some stamping in a minute.
Oh, right, okay.
We've got plenty of time, haven't we?
We do, absolutely.
We've got nearly 25 minutes left.
Yeah, we do. Keep your comments coming through as well. There's lots to hear from you.
Right.
Oh, Alison says, David, how's your car?
Shh. Let's just go.
Hopefully I'll get it today. I went to pick it up yesterday, and when I picked it up, it went kaboom.
Yeah, so. You got a phone call, didn't you, saying, it's ready?
It's ready, and you can finally have it.
He went off so happy.
I know, I was skipping away.
Yeah.
It made me laugh, actually. The funny story was, the funny part of the story is Mel, bless her, she was just about to go for her lunch. So she went, jump in the car, I'll run you round. So I was like, oh, brilliant, thank you, Mel. So I hopped in Mel's car, we're driving there, she drops me off at the garage and she pulls up outside, I'm talking to her, I was like, right, okay. And she hadn't quite stopped the car yet. And then she was like, I'm just going to turn around. She just turned around and then started driving to Tesco. And I was like, I've not got out the car yet. She went, oh my gosh, you're still sat in the car.
I just think it's so funny that she actually hadn't noticed that he hadn't got out the car and she was driving away.
She like put her indicator on to rejoin the road, and I was like, I can't do a drop and roll. Like, like a James Bond out the door.
She obviously sees you as a James Bond type figure.
I mean, I've had it before, yeah. So.
Is it often said, is it?
Often said, yeah.
Right, now this one, I'm really making the most of that clear embossing powder and clear ink to act as a resist. So I'm doing very similar type things, just to show you different ways. And I'm just, you can really dilute it down, and then I'm just coming across.
Ooh,
and can you see,
that.
look.
Is that magic?
It is. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And then I'm just picking up a little bit and then going, just making it a little bit darker in there. I might have just changed reds, but never mind, it'll work. And then what I can do is then I can come back in here and I can just, look at that, blending that through.
Ooh, that's really nice colour. That's bright, that's really vivid.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, what should we do at the bottom? Let's go blue. Let's go blue.
Nice. I think as well, like you mentioned earlier, colouring with watercolour is so forgiving.
It is.
And I think it's forgiving because even once applied, you've still got the opportunity to shift it.
Yeah.
You know, it will move, it will still continue to travel, and you can guide it, you can persuade it, you can tease it. But there's so many different tools that enable you to do that, and this bundle contains all of them.
It certainly does. Look at this. So now we're getting a lovely purpley colour where the two colours join, and we can just. And the more water you apply, the more it will travel.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can just add that there. And if I want it to move, I just keep adding a little bit more water, and that's going to dilute it down and also make it travel. Now, the one thing really useful to have is a heat gun. I've put this one on there, right? And you can just leave everything to dry. A hairdryer would do this, but I don't use a hairdryer at home. I'm used to using a heat gun, so I just got a heat gun. It was second nature to me.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm just giving it a dry, because I don't want those colours to run anymore. I'm not going to dry it off perfectly, but I don't want them to run anymore. Top tip: if you are onto watercolour card and you see it bend, cockle, however you describe it, twist, dry it from the back as well, because it will dry that way, and then if you dry a little bit from the back, it flattens it back out. Once that's dry, what I would then do is if I wasn't stamping, that's wet, so I'm going, I'd put my load and fold over the top and I'd put something heavy on it and then I'd just leave it there till I was ready to use it, and that would flatten it out. I use my loads and folds for stamping, obviously, but I use them for weighing things down all the time. But look at that, totally different, just to show you how it acts as a resist.
I love that. Do you know, with the brushed edge either side, exactly as that is, if that was just matte and layered onto a piece of black card and white again, there's sentiment on there.
Yeah. That is a card. That is literally a card. You could
That's my favourite type.
Put that on, and I think you're right. It just wants black around the edge.
That's it.
And that would be a card topper.
I think sometimes I think that's so nice, and I think it's sometimes either the most simplistic of effects or look at the end that involves the most craftable detail, and I think that's exactly what is being done in that one, and it's really nice to see. We've got some lovely comments coming through.
Right, I've got one more to show you, 3 different mediums. So that was black heat embossed, that was clear heat embossed, and this is a waterproof ink pad. So look, there is no raised edge with that one.
Okay, so what sort of ink pad was that one?
So that's just a waterproof.
Oh right, a waterproof one.
Did I say something different?
No. So is that like a stays on then also?
I used a Ranger one.
Oh right, okay, cool.
As I said to you this morning, I went through my my crafty stash this morning, and I brought that one in. So it's just a waterproof one. So yeah, brilliant. Okay, so we can do exactly the same. So let's grab a couple of these. I've already pre-filled my brush with water. Nice. There must be a reason. No one's explained the reason to me.
Hold on.
Water brushes unscrew reverse. So if I was to unscrew, I want to go anti-clockwise.
Yes.
You unscrew clockwise.
You do.
And then when you put them on, obviously, you then tighten it up anti-clockwise. It's really counterintuitive.
It is, and the reason for it, and you'll find it within a lot of detachable threaded pens that contain liquid, is that with sometimes, depending on, because everyone holds them slightly differently, as you're holding it and you rotate it, your finger and thumb can form and oscillate, and it can unscrew it.
Right.
So with it being an anti-clockwise thread or a clockwise thread, it's designed to stop it unscrewing in your hand.
Which is really clever, really clever. Okay, so I'm coming in with these brush pens, which I love. So I can apply them straight to my card. I can use them like any other paint. Now I've applied all of these straight to the card. You could be doing any of these onto a palette if you wanted to. I'm doing them straight to card. So I'm just going to let's do a couple of colours. I'm doing these quite abstract because I want to show you how they blend. You might not do them like this if you had something like these stamps. But my goal today is to show everybody how all of these pens blend. So I put those on there, and then I'm just going to get the paint. Come on, squeeze. You squeeze the water out, and then I can drag the colour down.
I love that, those two yellows together.
Yeah, ones are quite greeny, and then so what you can do, look, if I wet that, look, can you see now how easily it stretches?
Look at that, that's gorgeous.
I can go in really, really easy. I can also come back in. If I want to add detail, I can go in and I can add extra depth to the colour. It isn't, let's call it a one-trick pony. You can go as many times as you want to add in extra depth. And I just love that, you know, if I want to put a bit of extra depth in there, or I want to, you know, highlight an area, can you see how it's still going on?
Yeah, it looks amazing, that.
Let's see, what other colour should we do? Should we do a different colour? Should we go with an orange?
Yeah, let's do an orange. Sorry. Would you like to have a drink, Corinne?
It's all right.
Sure?
Yeah, I can do. So I'll only paint half of it for this time, just to show you how it pulls through. There we go. Let's do, painted half of that. Let's get the brush.
Amanda says I can't use pens that twist for that reason. Yeah, it's a great feature of the pens, that, Amanda. And thank you for getting in touch with us as well. Love that leaf, Corinne says Lorraine, and it's like David said, a tree within a leaf. Oh, our lovely Lorraine, she does loads of incredible paintings.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she's very, very talented. But yeah, that leaf there. I love that, Corinne. I love those colours. That orange just now soaking into that yellow looks great.
It looks gorgeous, isn't it? So you can just add in there. Now, it's got the brush. If you don't want to use the brush, the water brush, you can be getting any paintbrush that you've got and use them as well. It's not just, you know, they don't just work with that water brush. They'll work however you want. And you can see I'm working on the side of the paper with the tooth on it rather than the smooth side. Look at that, it's not coming through. And I've used quite a bit of water on here, but it's holding it lovely. It's allowing those colours to blend. I can go back in, I can reactivate the colours. I can, you know, keep adding a little bit more if I want. If I feel, oh, that's a little bit pale, I can just go in and I can activate and I can spread it around. Now, look at how easy these are blended. If anybody that's followed my videos will know I do quite a lot of tutorials with alcohol pens and alcohol colouring. But if you are just starting crafting or painting, then consider watercolours. It's a much gentler initiation into painting. It really, really is.
Yeah, that's such a great way to put it. And Corinne, that's wonderful. That looks so nice. It looks almost like a skyline or a scene in the background.
Sorry, I'm reaching around Jane. Should we have a look what we've done? So I've done with the brushes, the brush pens. We've done it with the metallic pens, and we've done it with the palette as well. So 3 different looks, 3 different effects, all with the same stamp. And I think, like you said, with most of those, it's virtually a card in its own right, isn't it? Really,
They're all
really
cards.
pretty. I could come out now and do a wash behind here if I wanted to. Yeah, you could do lots of things, but I just wanted to show you those. Right.
They're fabulous. Thank you so much, Corinne. I really enjoyed watching that. It was nice. I think there's something really relaxing about watching colour come to life on card itself, just with a few strokes of a brush. And once you know how, that's it. You can get started and do loads with it. Now, we have been really busy for our assorted bundle, and 15% of a very large stock has now jumped into allocation. So lots of you shopping for this one during the show. Please make sure if you've got it in your basket to get it checked out, okay? Within this bundle, for just £24.99, shop assorted, you are going to receive 25 sheets of watercolour card. This is from the brand that we know and love and share with you on a daily basis now, called Royal & Langnickel. So this is the pad you're going to receive. You're also going to get those metallic watercolours. Now, as Corinne just shared with you, these are much bigger than what the packaging displays. These go full, massive cakes inside here. You also as well have a full set of rainbow colours inside there as well with your watercolour pan. You've then got an additional watercolour pan set, this one here from Mozart. You've got 24 watercolours inside there, along with a really nice professional brush included in there. And it comes in the tin. Now you can use the tin as well. Shall I pick that up, Jane? It might be a bit easier. There we go. So you get the tin lid, of course, and you use that as your palette if you wish to do so, as everybody does. So you're going to receive those. A great gift. They come packaged beautifully. And then, favourite part, you are going to receive the watercolours as well. Now you're going to get 18 watercolours in total, all of these different colours together inside there. These are in the form of the tubes, so you can use those to go through stencils, to blend with, do more techniques, enable you to just allow the paint to spread further. £24.99 is going to get you all of that there together. It should be £41.95 for all of that. Also as well, I saw Corinne using the cold pressed watercolour pad there. 30 sheets of that in total. Along with that also the metallic colours. Shop metallic, £14.99. This should be £39.98. It should be almost £40. Better than half price, way better than half price today. It's just £14.99. We do also have an additional large bundle for you. Just going to give you a gentle recap on this one. In here we mentioned that there's a set of paintbrushes that are available to buy on the show for £9.99, which for quality brushes you expect. And of course it's still a great price, but that's for 4 brushes, okay? £9.99 for 4 brushes, or £17.99 for the 4 brushes and all of this. I know what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
I would absolutely be going for the whole lot, pay an extra £8 and get all of this.
I mean, I can see 3 gifts there if you didn't want them.
3 gifts to yourself. Absolutely. But you can do exactly that, as Corinne mentioned. Watercolour palette inside there as well. You've got 20 watercolour brushes, both coming with each tray having its very own watercolour brush that you can refill yourself. Saw that in action a few moments ago. Metallic set of paints, so completely different tones from what you're getting in your Mozart one, so even more reasons to buy. And as well down here, you've got your traditional set of colours in the form of a watercolour pan. Remember as well, we are limited stock for the pencils. Those watercolour pencils there from Reeves, they're at a great price of just £8.99 today for you, and you can get 24 of them altogether, but there isn't many left, okay? So if you want to get those, you're going to have to be quick, I'm afraid. Lots of you as well getting in touch in the comments as well. And it's lovely to see a lot of you are receiving your orders as well. And Ela just said, I got my goodies delivered today. It has my gift miss in it too. So happy having the gifts in the new year. Thank you, Highlight Crafts. You're very welcome, and thank you so much for ordering with us. I'm really happy for you, excited to see what you've got as well. Lorraine's got back in touch. She says, oh, thank you, David. You've brought a lump to my throat. I never think I'm talented. I just like painting. Some are rubbish, but to be honest, well, just so I start again. No, Lorraine, your work is incredible. Please be proud of it. It's absolutely wonderful. And I remember the first time when we started doing the nominations within the clubs, such as the Cadence one, your name instantly sprung into my head because the work that you've shared is phenomenal. So you should be proud, and I really hope you have displayed your work around your home because they are amazing as well. I think you may have shared some in the Highlight Your Creativity page. If not, if you want to do so, please share them because everyone would love to see them. But of course, that's only if you want to. But yeah, keep in touch with us. Keep us company. Lots of you letting you know to enjoy your order there, Anila. Corinne, what are you up to, my love?
Right, I want to just show everybody the pigmentation of these Reeves paints because they're very different to the others. And I also want to show you, I'm just going to do some swatchy stuff now for a minute. I also want to show you these metallic paints as well. Now this is different bundles, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So cross-pollinating between a few there.
Yeah, but I just want to show you how it works. Right, I'll do it onto the palette just so that I contain myself a little bit. So what you want to do, so I found that when I got these the first time, they had they might separate a little bit. So I just give them a little bit of a mix. Because the oil, there's a little bit of oil in them, and I just wanted it to mix in, so nothing vigorous, just give it a mix. And you can see straight away how strong that colour is, and then I can just squeeze a tiny bit out onto there. I'm just going to use the smallest amount. Let's get, so that was crimson, and then this one is ultramarine. Oh, give it a quick mix.
Darren Hunter says, love what Corinne was doing with the stamping and the colours. Yeah, I like that too. I think a lot of people did. It's wonderful. Sophie as well says, thank you for all the amazing paint at Highlight Crafts. You're more than welcome. There's plenty of wonderful paints here on offer for you.
So you can see straight away how thick they are. And I'm going to just use them exactly like I did before. So I can grab them here. And you can see straight away how David was saying these would go through stencils. I'm just saying 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
We might have some stencils tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you give any...
mini stencils.
Mini stencils.
They're called floral, but there's more than just floral.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
And they come in stencil form, embossing stencil form, and SVG form.
Really? Oh, okay.
So there we go. Right. So it depends how much water you put in. So the more water you put in, let me just show you, the more it's going to, can you see, wash down.
I love the concentration of colour in here.
Yeah.
They're juicy.
Look at that. They are such strong colours. But you can take it quite thick and you can pop it on really, really thick. They're going to blend just as well. You see, when I'm watercolour, I'm never far away from a piece of tissue paper. And look at that, look at that, look at that gorgeous purple. Now you could make that on your palette, so I could take my blue to my red that I've nearly finished, and I could be creating my own colour in my palette. I knew there was a white in here.
Well, just while you're looking for that, Corinne, just to let everybody know, the tracing paper has now fully allocated. That has sold out.
That doesn't surprise me. Let's get a little bit of white in there. And then we can take it, and you can look at that, completely create your own colours.
Oh, look at that. They're so, when I say cakey, they are in terms of their thickness, their opacity as well.
Yeah.
They are brilliant paints. I remember the first time I got to craft with these, first time we introduced the actual Reeves tube watercolours. They sold out straight away. We managed to get more of them, but they were so busy. They're beautiful tones.
Look at that. Look at how well they blend together. I mean, if you kept them almost water-free, you could do Stephanie's Paint Perfections with them.
I bet you could. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not even going to attempt to do that.
Maybe one day we'll see it happen.
One day, but not today. But just want to show you how thick these are, just to show you the difference between the, this is a lot more transparent compared to the different colours. Right, just to let you know, David's just going to get ready for the next show. So
see you in the next one.
So yes, if you don't hear his voice for a few minutes, that is the reason why. Right, and I just want to show you these. There they are. Right, let me spray them. Let me give them a quick spray. These take quite a lot of water because they are so thick. Now, I just want to show you here, look at these. Straight away, they are really, really thick. And you can see the mica in them and the pigment. And you see how that's doing. So I'm just going to swatch it onto here. Look at that shine. Without watercloth. Again, depending on how much paint you put down will depend on what effect you get. And obviously, as it dries, that pigment will really, really come out. Let me see if I've got a bit of clean water. I end up having to change my water. So look at this one. Can you see? Can you actually see? It's creamy on top. This to me feels like halfway between your traditional cake and your tube. I'm not sure. I've just been given these to do, but this is how it feels to me. Because look at this. Look at the pigment in there. Look at how that shines. Now this is in. Is this in the set on its own, just these two, or is it? No, this is in the set. Right, so this is in the mixed bundle, $17.99. You're going to get, oops, just put my finger in it. You're going to get this palette. You're going to get this one. You're going to get the mixing palette. Is it the brushes? The brush pens? Yeah. You're going to get those. Yeah, and you're going to get the paintbrushes, which I've not got down here, for $17.99. It's absolutely gorgeous. If that was dry a little bit, I could then, if you let it dry and you keep it quite dry, you can paint on top without it blending. Can you see? That's not blending if I don't want it to. But the minute I introduced a bit of water, can you see how it then blends in? So you've got so much control, But look at that. Can you see how that is shimmering? They are packed with pigment and mica. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the colour. That's seashore, isn't it? Yeah.
I love that colour.
Yeah, and that colour combination together just looks really nice, doesn't it? But you've got all of those. You've got them all there available for you. I want to quickly show you how easy the load and fold is to use, even if we don't get to paint what we're going to do. Just to show you why you need a load and fold. Right, so I've got one here. I've got everything. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get out of here. Now this is the 8x8. So I've just got another piece of cardstock. There we go, I've just got a smaller one. I'd cut some down. Like I say, I like smaller pieces of card because it just doesn't feel quite as daunting. It depends what you're going to be doing with it. So, you use cut it down to whatever size. I just cut them into quarters. So I've got a piece of masking tape, low tack tape, but it's really, as David said, it doesn't pill, doesn't this? So you don't need to worry about it peeling off. Let's get that lovely leaf, just because we've been using it. And I put it onto here. And so all I need to do, this is how I tend to do it. I've taped my cardstock down. I usually go into the centre. I've put my stamp where I want. Now I could put another piece of scrap paper in here, and I could be doing it over the edge. And when I wanted to get to that edge, I could be moving it down to get it round. This is a great thing. This is why I like to go with the 8x8, because even though my card is a lot smaller, I've got room to do different effects. So I can put my stamp on there. All I then do, bring down the load and fold, press it down and lift it up. There you are. So if the stamp is really sticky, because sometimes when they're really sticky, they've still got residue on, that might try and lift up, so you might need a couple of pieces of tape. The other thing you can do, I've got so much stuff in this bag, so much stuff already. I know where it is you could just put, if you're finding it's lifting, just put a little bit of dotty tape pen under there, and that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. And when you've finished, it'll rub off. You'll just be able to get it to rub off. So let me check I'm still in the right place. I'm just going to do it with my waterproof ink, just for speed. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the ink to my stamp, give it a couple stamps. Now, again, anybody that's watched me stamp will know I have a rule of 3 when I'm stamping. And this is why I use a stamping platform. This is a really, really porous paper. It's got to be. It's watercolour paper. You're going to be adding paper. Sorry?
A minute.
Oh, I've got 1 minute. Okay. And that means I can now go back in and I can re-ink to get it there. There we go. I'm just doing that. Right. Can you see? I've done 2 and I've done a 3rd. David left and I had 5 minutes to go, and I've now been told I've got 1 minute. And you can see, there we go. All of those lined up perfectly. I can now lift it out and I've got the perfect stamped image. Emily, who's won our giveaway, please? I think we should. There we go. It's coming up. Oh, look at all those names. Well done, everybody who's applied. And it goes to...
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Again.
I think it's Sheila.
Is it Sheila?
Sheila.
If it's Sheila, congratulations. What did we give them? 300 points. There you go. You will get 300 points added to your account, Sheila. Once we get it through to whoever needs to know. I don't know who needs to know. We think it's Sean. There you go. So whatever you want, you pick the bundle that works for your budget, whether it's a load and fold, whether it's a paint, whether it's the paint brushes, the thick paints, ones with the palettes. Please, please enjoy. But have a go at watercolouring. It is so forgiving. It's great fun. And I'm going to leave you there. And David should be set up next door. So